Good afternoon. My name's Latanya Green. I'm a high school counselor here in Riverside County. Thank you, parents and incoming high schoolers, for attending our little seminar today. I hope that you enjoyed your lunch. I hope that the weather was not too strenuous for you to make it here, and that I have your attention for the next few moments. We're going to talk with you about a conversation that is very crucial in the beginning of your four-year journey throughout high school, and that conversation is high school dropout rate. I'd like to talk with you about that because although you're eager, you're ready to face high school, we don't want to have you shocked and fearing any type of the unknown, but we would like for you to be aware. My goal is to bring awareness to you, and so that as parents and all of you beautiful students and eager students know that we're here as a student body to support you in your matriculation throughout high school, and anything that we can do to assist you with your academic success, we're here for you. One of the components that I'd like to talk about first of all are the numbers. I'm not going to bore you with a lot of statistics, but I will tell you that among the numbers provided by the Department of Education, the graduation level of high school seniors has been a little higher in 2018 opposed to the numbers in 2017, but we're looking at anywhere in the Latino community with our Latino students, a graduation level out of 212,551 students. We had a rate of at least 28,555 dropouts. And that's a high rate of students because you're dealing with students that nearly 29,000 students that has given up on their dream. We're also looking at the graduation rate for African Americans. Out of 22,851 students who graduated in 2018, we had over 5,063 students that dropped out. In the Asian community, there were over 43,000 graduates, and you had nearly 1,500 students that dropped out. In the Caucasian population, you had over 106,000 students with a rate of nearly 9,000 students dropping out. And the numbers go lower and lower when it comes to our Indian and Alaskan natives, and those numbers are much lower. But like I said, I do not want to spend a lot of time on statistics. I will provide that information to you parents later, or you students if you'd like to delve into it a little closer. One of the chief components that I'd like to speak with you about this huge problem is we can talk for a moment about the ones who do drop out. Students who are unmotivated, students who have had problems with campus security, campus police, they find themselves in detention. They're not really staying focused to the reason why they're coming to school. They're skipping class, they dealing with drugs and alcohol use. A lot of students of color are dealing with that dropout rate as I spoke of earlier. And students that has fallen behind. We even have students that become pregnant or get married. We have students that have to go into the workforce earlier to help their families. A family member may have lost their jobs. We're dealing with poverty and various things of that economic status where a lot of our students are having to leave high school and go into the workforce at a young age. One of the chief consequences that we face when we drop out, for whatever reason, we find ourselves facing that threshold, you have to consider the economic consequence. You're going to be ill-equipped to go into a world with a vast amount of jobs without a skill set, without having been trained, without having received a proper education to go into the workforce. So therefore, you're dealing with the loss of earnings, higher taxes, a loss of Social Security, a lack of qualified workers. You're dealing with the social consequences, which is everything from the violence, you're dealing with physical activity, increased substance abuse. You have a dissatisfaction of self when you find yourself in that position where you're not meeting the needs in the marketplace, opposed to the warehouse jobs and different low-paying jobs that, as I say, they will work you hard but pay you even less. The effective interventions that we want to talk about today are things that we can do as a school body, as a student body, to provide you with the equipment and the tools that you need to be successful throughout your next 4 years of high school. We'd like to reduce the antisocial behaviors. It's important that you thrive. It's important that you get along with your peers. In the workplace, it's very crucial that you're able to work together and be a team player. It's important that you improve your connections with your students and your teachers. We're open. We're going to have a lot of exercises throughout your high school years to keep you involved. We believe in having peer advisors, which are peers that you're amongst your own classmates. They are able to thrive a little harder, a little faster, and guess what? They reach back and pull you along with them, with our support. We believe in having role plays in the classroom where sometimes when our teachers go out on meetings or different parts of the semester where they're required to attend meetings, the counselors, we'd love to come into the classroom and set up role play and have you be the teacher and we can be the students, and you can give us an input on what it is that you would like to have from your point of view, what we can do to help teach you better. The mediation and leadership programs, there's so many different things along the line of counseling interventions that we're going to delve into, and we're going to make sure that all of your needs are met economically. We're going to prepare you for job interviews and teach you how to dress for success, teach you how to complete those resumes, how to interview for the jobs, etc. We want you to be well equipped when you go out into the community. One of the positive competency-based goal-oriented approach we're going to have, instead of focusing on the things that you did wrong, we're going to focus on what you're doing right. So understand we're in your corner. We have you 100% in mind to support you. And we're going to move into a question and answer segment. So if anyone have a question at this time, I'm going to stop talking and give you a chance to ask a question. Sir?
In your experience, have you noticed a high success rate as far as students who have gone on to complete their education program?
Indeed. Thank you. That was a good question. Indeed, I have. I've worked with the community colleges and I've worked with at-risk students, and we've had a high success rate. It was not as high as we would like to see in different races, but the success rate of high schoolers entering into community college, actually graduating and moving forward, that number has been encouraging. Thank you for asking. Anyone else? Well, I have brochures available for you parents, and we thank you because you've been with us all afternoon throughout lunch and the other seminars. Thank you for this time that we've had to speak with you about our school dropout rate. And if there's any questions that you have, I'm available after we dismiss this afternoon. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful afternoon.